but I would like to say Karunakar is doing a fantastic job. He has new things all the time when he comes on stage, and I think we should give him a round of applause. After that, we had Nisha, who is the presiding officer. So Nisha, what I loved about your speech was you took one of my favorite examples. That was Arnold. So Arnold was this one man who's so motivated in doing what he believed in that he didn't care what the world told him. And there was this one instance where I came across while reading a book where there was when he was preparing for one of his contests. Arnold said, when he was training, somebody told Arnold that, trust me, nobody is ever going to be like you. Who wants to be like you? And Arnold gave a fantastic reply by saying, don't worry, nobody can or ever will. That's something that, opened my eye and said, do not take criticism in a very, to your heart, and, don't let it affect you. And speaking of criticism, I'm not going to critique you today, but I'm going to give you a positive evaluation where you can grow and become better speakers. Yeah. So then after which we had Esther, and Esther as a Toastmaster has always surprised me because the first time she ever spoke, I think was the first day she came here as a guest, and since that day she's always amazed me with what she can speak. And I mean, even before a Toastmaster, she had that Toastmaster in her. I mean, before joining the club. So I think she's been doing a fantastic job. I think she's been speaking continuously, and I think she's developing as a speaker every single week. And from the next show, we're going to see her as the Sergeant Arms, and I think she's going to be unstoppable. So wonderful job done, Esther. And there was a small suggestion which I'd like to bring to your notice. This is not regarding your speaking, right? So when we finished the break and we came back, at that point of time, you make the change of I think the first speaker's evaluator. An easier way to do it was like you had 10 minutes off. I think you had to clarify who was the evaluator then, and you had to do it because it also gives a glimpse to the guests that we'd like a little bit of professionalism. That might come into their head. But on the other hand, I think a fantastic job done. I loved every bit of the introduction. You introduced everybody in your way. You asked questions. I still remember, I smiled when I saw your question on my phone. So I knew what I had to tell. So I think it's a very nice way. And you related your introduction to the theme, which was a brilliant way. I've never seen anybody do that, relating the introduction to the theme. So I think you're making use of everything that's available to you, and you're going to be a champion Toastmaster. So a big round of applause for Esther. Okay, after that we had our table topic session. Our table topic master, Toastmaster Ravindra. So Ravindra, when you started, you gave a few examples. I think you gave examples of Pranab Mukherjee and the Congress. So I don't know who had to brief the audience, but I avoid politics, religion, and sex. But so that's what we always emphasize on, right? So the message was very clear. What you were trying to say, but just change the reference, change the example is what I'm going to tell you. And I think one thing that you did, apart from, I've seen a lot of tabletop masters, you introduced each topic. Before you announce the topic, you introduce it to them. And it also develops a comfort zone for the person who's going to come and speak on stage. So he also knows what is coming to him, right? So I think that was very well done. And I think the topics made the speakers really comfortable on stage. It either made them really comfortable or all they knew was yes or no. So I'd suggest have topics which are of various kinds. Have a mixture, right? So some might be easy, some might be funny, some might be a little serious, some have a lot of depth. So topics like that. So do not have topics of the same level. And the topics were light. So, but I always suggest have a mixture so that the audience also is well engaged into what the speaker is saying. And I really like your gesture of bringing chocolates, but it also we also have a break time, right, where we go out, we refresh ourselves for food and tea, whatever it is. But what happens is, when you give out chocolates, I think all of us have a kid in us. We just want to open that chocolate and eat. I couldn't stop myself, but I'd say give the chocolates when the break starts. Because you don't know whom you're going to call. I mean, they do not know who you're going to call, right? So it might just be that person who's eating a chocolate. So he cannot swallow the chocolate and just come on stage. It's going to be hard for him, right? So that's one thing. And possibly the wrapper sounds and things like that. So it's going to be very distracting to the speakers. And if I'm sitting in front, I do not want to look at the first person eating a chocolate. I can't even give eye contact. So it's going to be really hard. So then apart from that, one more small suggestion is, I stop calling two people on a stage. If it doesn't work out the first time, I think give space and time for each speaker. I mean, once it doesn't work out, just make a change and just say, okay, let's go one by one. Give them topics, right? So that's something you can do. And I think there was a guest who spoke, right? You're a guest, right? Yeah. So a guest who spoke. So, but a guest was going against a Toastmaster. So at least even if the Toastmaster is inducted now, he's been to a speechcraft session, if I'm right. So he has a little edge. So you do not want the guest to feel a little intimidated by the Toastmaster, right? So it's a small suggestion. Do not always pair them equally. So apart from that, really light topics. It's something that we've never had before. See, and you make sure that everybody's thinking about Katrina Kaif and chocolates and genie and things like that, which is really nice. Light topics. So wonderful job done. Next time, just emphasize a little more on the serious aspect of it. So, anyways, wonderful job done. Can we have a round of applause for that? After which we had the installation ceremony, which was presided by Sahil. And Sahil, he's been doing this since a very long time, and he does it to his best. And a small suggestion, not for Sahil, but for everybody who comes into Toastmasters. Once you become a member, we follow a decorum, right? Possibly with our clothing or whatever. We have a few rules that we follow. I suggest aspiring Toastmasters or current Toastmasters, please follow the dress code. If you do not lead by example, just imagine the guests. I wish we do not see more of t-shirts, right? So, this is only for the members, please. So, avoid wearing t-shirts. Instead, have a tie, have a nice formal shirt. So, that's it. And we had a break, and I think we were well in time. We stuck to the time of 10 minutes. And after which we had a prepared speech session. So now I'd like to call upon the first speaker's evaluator, that is Karunakar, to give his evaluation.